Yo, what is good, YouTube? Well, welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Dark Matter Gerald Wallace. Really good card, but definitely like not. I don't think the problem is I think he's both a good card and a card who's not going to get ran on very many people's teams because he's just not a needed card. You know what I mean? People already have good unsellable shooting guards. Guys like Peja Stojakovic, guys like some of the sellable shooting guards like Rick Barry and Franz Wagner and Julius Erving or whoever else it might be. Unsellable potentially Kawhi or other guys like that. Maybe you got a 100 overall shooting guard. For a lot of people, this card doesn't have a purpose anymore. I think that's what part of people are annoyed about with some of these Dark Matters. Like I did DeAndre Ayton yesterday. I'm going to do Michael Finley today too. It might already be out by the time I'll see this. I don't know. There's just people frustrated because they don't feel like these cards really impact their team, but that doesn't mean they're not good cards. Like I think this Gerald Wallace is going to be a good option. I'm excited to try him out in this video. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, Gerald Wallace is 6'7", 99 offense and 99 defense. Stat wise, he's solid. 98 driving layup, 92 three ball, 94 mid range, 98 driving dunk, 92 ball handle. Extremely elite defensively. I mean, he's a great slasher. He's a great defender, and he's honestly a great shooter too. A coach is going to get into a 97 base three ball, 98 speed, 98 agility, 95 hustle. Like he's elite. You know what I mean? And badge wise, he's pretty elite too. Post riser, dead eye, limitless, handles for days, post lock, challenger, off bump, spec dodger, glove interceptor, pogo stick, brick wall, movable enforcer, set shot, shifty, ankle assassin, lightning launch, on ball menace, and paint patroller. It's key Hall of Fame badges that he's got. And overall, he's a really good looking card. Like one of the better Dark Matters in the game at his position. There's just a lot of good ones now. You know what I mean? So a lot of people I don't think are super excited about this card. That being said, I do think there's also a percentage of people who are just sleeping on him overall, and that I think is wrong. Now his size up is not good, and that is annoying, and honestly the drag back itself is not bad but not spectacular either. I do like the jumper though. What dribble style does he have? He's got Booker dribble style. That's not spectacular. His fade is maybe it's no, I don't know what fade he has. It's a little unique. I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm not totally yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at here. It's not the worst. I'll go look it up and I'll let y'all know here in a second as we start the game. But not the greatest. I mean, okay, he's not a horrific shot creator, but he's definitely not a guy I think I'm gonna expect at a high level to really score the ball a lot. That being said, the jumper's nice. You can use the escape for something, and defensively he should be an absolute dog, as well as again an elite level slasher. So with that being said, let's hop into a game, see what Gerald Wallace can do. $5 Draymond, PG, Larry, Tim, and Jokic. I gotta say, Draymond and Jokic are two cards, not as much Draymond, but definitely Jokic, that are embodiments to me of a not amazing player. Again, I could be wrong. He's got 30 wins. He's in tier 3. That's not bad. My guy Abachi's only in like tier 12. Maybe this dude's good. We'll see. I would say our teams are not that different, to be totally honest. We both have kind of more so budget squads overall at this point, which is totally fine. So Gilbert Arenas going to play some defense here. We're on my guy Abachi's account. I don't remember if I actually properly thanked him or not to start this video off. If I didn't, that is my bad. I am pulling up Gerald Wallace's fade right now because I said I'd do that and I forgot to do that. So I'm going to do that real quickly as we walk into the front court, and it is pro fade. Okay, so that's honestly a pretty decent fade. It's the fade that Dr. J and Rudy Gay and guys like that had earlier this year, and it's one of the better fades in the game. Like he is not a uncapable fader. It's just not a fade that I personally am certainly super comfortable with recently because I just haven't used it very much. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, unable to create enough space there to get that shot off. That wasn't a very high percentage shot, but I really wasted the whole possession talking about nothing anyway. So let's hop into the game and let's see what we can do impacting the game. That's a nice shot. I like that move. He misses it, but I like the idea for sure. Throw it up to Gerald. Probably going to try to reject the screen here against Paul George. Again, PG is one of the best defensive cards in the game. This is not what I would consider an easy matchup. We get by him, we get to the rim, we get dunked the ball. Beautiful stuff. You know what this card really reminds me a lot of is very similar to Kawhi Leonard. Even his Invincible, he's like a budget version of Kawhi's Invincible, very similar to Dark Matter Kawhi. And for a free card, he's actually very good because he is legitimately attainable for free. He's a high-level defender. He's versatile. He's athletic, and he's going to be about as good of a shooting guard defender despite getting stuck in that screen right there. That's not his fault. It's defensive stat-wise. It's just the game. I wanted to shoot that, but I don't think that would have been a very good shot. So we're going to reset the offense here, get the ball right in his hands. But like I said, I just think overall he gives you a budget version of that skill set. And if that's something you want and you can't get Kawhi, that can be an interesting card for you. You know what I mean? He's just not going to do a lot off the dribble. He doesn't create a lot of space with his animations, and it's a limiting factor for sure, I would say. And that's my biggest, I think, point of note as of now. That is awful defense, and I gave a wide open 3. I'm not even really sure why I did that, to be honest. Just give up the 2 or rotate off somebody that isn't Tim Duncan. What are you doing? Terrible. All right, back it up here. We're gonna try to get downhill for a dunk, although using Gobert in a pick and roll to do that probably isn't the best idea. That might be green. There you go. Oh my goodness, that's a strong. Gerald Wallace knocks it down. He does have a 92 base 3 ball on half shooting badges. Like, he is not a limited shooter. If you create just a little bit of space, you can knock it down. That was not a super easy shot by any means, but it's a shot we knocked down, and I'm happy to see that. Help here just a little bit, get back. Show bodies. I hit the wrong icon. He might miss that floater. He did miss it. Rotate just a little bit here. I rotated a little. He still shot it with confidence. I respect it, but Gerald gets the board. We're running the floor in transition. Gonna get Hibachi here in a pick and roll just because he is such a threat as a catch and shoot shooter. So if we can get the screener to touch just a little bit, we could dump it to him. Unfortunately, we just can't get off of anything right now. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just get the ball in Gerald into Gilbert's hands and see if he can go get me a bucket. Hit the pop here. This is a hideous defensive possession, and I might green that. Probably too tired, I think, to green that shot. Unfortunately, that wasn't a great decision. Not even it wasn't a great decision. It was a decent shot. It was just not a pretty possession. Didn't create enough space. And that's the thing, honestly, probably not a card you really want to use against somebody decent, even as a scorer. You know what I mean? He's off the ball, catch and shoot. That was a probably makeable-ish shot, but I smoked the release pretty badly. And all of a sudden, we're slipping behind just a little bit, down at 10-5. Not super impressed at this point offensively, but that's honestly something that I think I would experience as well if I was trying to primary ball handle it with a Kawhi Leonard. Is limited success. I'm not saying he's quite that good as Kawhi is, but he's not, I think, significantly worse, especially on the defensive end of the court. The switchability is absolutely there, and I think he is a very valuable card still, even with some of the slight limitations offensively at this point. I jumped, and I probably shouldn't have. That's so bad. I reached, I wanted the steal, didn't get it. And then I jumped, didn't get a block because he didn't go up. It's tough. We're just going to cheese him for a bucket, and I'm going to miss the dunk because he's getting tired. I'm running around in a circle, going up with a contested shot, and they don't give me a dunk. And that's terrible for Squirter, unfortunately. At the end of the day, like I said, I feel like we're playing against somebody who I wasn't giving a lot of credit, but he's playing pretty decent. And I don't know. This card is not a scorer with the ball in his hands. He's got 5 points. He made a nice shot. He got to throw him for a dunk, but that's about all he's been able to do. He hasn't done a lot. He's a guy I would probably be like a last resort scorer with for the most part, or at least second resort scorer. You know what I mean? I gotta remember that this is not Fox dribble. Fox dribble style is not Garland dribble style. I just cannot shot create at all right now. I feel like I'm slow on everything, to be honest. Escape here. We got a shot. Should be able to green that. Or not. Man, just have absolutely nothing going. That might be contested. That might be green. I wasn't sure, to be honest. We just have nothing going, man. Like, missing shots like that was pretty makeable. I feel like it's probably a shot we probably should have hit, and we didn't. And then the spacing's just bad, and he's able to recover there because the spacing's bad. It's tough because that should have been an open shot, but the corner wasn't properly spaced and the hash wasn't properly spaced, and the defense collapsed and your players aren't in position to score. Type of stuff's annoying, but again, it is what it is. Like, what are you gonna do? Push cross here with Gilbert. Gilbert go downhill, beat the defender off the dribble. Again, spacing, guys. I mean, this is a little bit tilting. I'm gonna be completely honest because they're just being dumb. It's a lot of dumb. I feels like there's a lot of opportunity here for easy buckets, and there's just not being capitalized on with any level of efficiency whatsoever. This would be a really nice paint stop if he could get it on Wemby. I'm going to try my best to see if he can do that. I don't think he will, but you know what? He did a really good job of being a stone wall. That high strength, high interior. He's got like 98 interior. Like, we got to remember that he does have that type of skill set, and that's wide open. That's a green. That's a huge turning point in the game right there. Even with only 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, that's an important play right there. You get into paint stop and being walled up effectively against a 7'4" dude because of that 98 interior. That would have been oh my goodness, he got the steal. I was gonna say that would have been a really good steal, but he got it. That's Kawhi Leonard-esque right there. Go make a huge defensive play, catch and shoot. Paul George, another assist. I will take it. He might not be scoring himself, but 2 assists in a row, impact defensive plays. That's what I'm talking about. I had to be patient with the card, but he is coming through now. Love to see that. Help down just a little bit here. We're gonna go back to the corner, play the top of the key now, rotate just a little bit, get to the hash. Oh, I want that steal, man. I'd love to be able to animate in that lane, but whatever. I live. It's not horrible defense, I wouldn't say, honestly. I'm not mad about this game. I wish I could get like 1 or 2 open catch and shoot shots, because that's like what, like right there. I guess it's a mid-range, but it's a shot. And you know what? I want open catch and shoot shots. He's gonna knock him down if he's open. I wish he'd space. I don't understand why my spacing has been so mid this game, because it really has. It's just been very mediocre all game, and I really don't know why. But good D. I mean, Gerald, I had to warm up to you for sure, but you are absolutely doing it right now, man. Defensively, he is absolutely impacting the game. Offensively, he is capable, if not spectacular. And I'm going to try to get him stuck here. His round test, because I'm annoying, and it's gonna work. And I'm gonna create a mismatch. I'm gonna go around him, and he's tired. Well, unfortunately, he's too tired to really do much of anything at this point. He's not a guy you want to run things through offensively. That's just part of the facts of this card, I think, honestly. So help to get to this corner if we can. We do. Board. Nope. All right, that's fine. 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 of 9, 2 of 4 from 3, 2 steals as well, though. I mean, look, was it perfect? No. Is he a card that I think can be counted on in a lesser role? Yes. Would not try to use him in the role that I did in this game, is what I will say. So hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.